Hi, I'm Margaret and welcome to Garden School. Well, I'm standing out here in a field of Scotch Broom, an invasive plant in my area, and yet some people can't get over how beautiful it is. Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about invasive plants that we encounter perhaps in our area. So why is Scotch Broom, Cytisus scoparius, why is it considered an invasive plant? It is not native to this area. It is native to North and Central Europe, but it was introduced into the United States a bit ago and as a landscaping plant because it can help in controlling erosion on dunes and slopes. However, it crowds out native species and it interferes with the native animal and wildlife populations as well. Now, one plant can produce over 20,000 seeds, and the seeds can last well over 30 years in the soil. That makes this, getting rid of this, a challenge for sure. But there are some things that we can learn about it. Now, one of the things we can do for controlling it is when a plant is small, when there's a seedling, is to just pull it out, roots and all. Another thing you can do is to cut it down before it comes to the stage of bearing seeds. Now, Scotch Broom hasn't been blooming all that long, but you can see already we've got the seed pods forming. Now, these green pods will fill with seeds and turn dark brown, blackish brown, and get extremely dry. And when they are extremely dry, they pop open, and sometimes you can just hear them as you're walking outside. You can hear all these pods popping open and the seeds falling down to the ground. Well, those dry seed pods, late summer, in a season where there's a good chance of a fire, can become quite a risk for wildfire tinder. Scotch Broom is in the same family as peas and beans, and you can see that by the shape of the flower, having these two distinct parts, the upper part, the lower part, and then inside we see the anthers where the pollen would be. Well, Scotch Broom is a big problem for many people with allergies. In the springtime, it can produce headaches and the itchy eyes and the stuffiness and the sore throat, those symptoms that we don't need when we want to be outside, but that's what the pollen of Scotch Broom can do. One thing is, if you're going to eradicate this or try to control it, either by pulling or digging or cutting down before it comes to the seed stage, don't burn it. The best thing to do is bag it and put it in the garbage, not into a composting area. Now, burning this, when the seed pods are on, will cause the seed pods to actually open and shoot out the seeds. So that's something we definitely don't want to do. Well, there's a lot to learn about Scotch Broom. It's a beautiful color, but really it does not belong in this environment. We should try to do what we can on our own properties to control it. Pull it when it's young, chop it down before it comes to the seed-bearing stage, if at all possible. And plant natives if you're going to clear an area. Plant fast-growing natives, Douglas fir, salal, the wild huckleberry, rhododendron, wild currant. There are a lot of options. You just need to figure out in your area what is a fast-growing native plant that's not invasive. Well, there's always more to learn in the garden. Bye-bye.